what's up guys? The ranked 27 player in the world has made a minor change to Mortar to keep this deck crushing the best decks in the game. Skeleton King Mortar bait has stayed at the top of the meta for many months, but as Night Witch bats have flown their way into the game, since it's easy for them to overwhelm Cannoneers, Ice Wizard has spawned its way into Mortar bait decks to secure solid defenses. If you played the game at the end of 2016 when Electro Wizard was released, it was played in every deck, and Ice Wizard right now is a better version than Electro Wizard. It's cheap and slows down big pushes like P.E.K.K.A or Giant, and it's capable of erasing Night Witch bats, minions, or any skeletons that come your way. And having its spawn-in damage for cleanup allows this deck to run Cannoneer without any fear. This more reliable version of Mortar bait is the version that all pros are switching to since it simply gives better matchups. It's time to freeze our foes to earn more wins and assert dominance. And a big blizzard of love to everyone that's supporting the channel with creator code SirTag, making the higher for videos possible. Hey, we're matching into the ranked 69 player in the world. This is gonna be a nice game. You guys already know the deal. We're gonna go in for a Mortar here immediately, and we want to spam as much as we can with this Mortar if he decides to spam into us. So he's not going to. He's just gonna go in for a limited amount of elixir. I guess I can go for an Ice Wizard to slow down the Skeleton King and possibly pull it off to the side, or is it gonna lock directly on the Mortar? It does lock on the Mortar. But the cool thing that we have at our disposal is disposing of all of his cards with 2 elixir bats. That is insane how lucrative bats can be. The opponent doesn't have the necessary small spells to finish them off. I was optimistically hoping that our opponent would not do that. I'm going to go Skeleton King, and I'm going to use the bats to the best of our ability here, and I'm going to pop the Skeleton King ability directly on the Wizard, because the way I see it, if the Spear Goblin survive, our guy is not going to survive. The Skeleton King knocked through the tower to hit the bomber in the back. That was insane. The reach is unreal, and I think we're reaching into our opponent's kingdom and snagging his towers. This is absolute thievery. I can't believe it's working so well, but if I'm able to defend this next golem push, I will win the game. All right, his golem push is commencing, and I feel like we are going to serendipitously slime this guy with another Skeleton King. Also, since we've got Ice Wizard, we have a lot of ways of being proactive in this type of position. I know that I can get back to another cannon cart or just use a Mortar to go and pull. Either way, I just don't want to have the Phoenix Resurrect. We're totally anticipating another Wizard, but I don't know if he's going to do it too soon or not. I guess he will, so I'm going to go for arrows here. Try to clean up the cards before I go in for a Goblin Gang on top of the cannon cart. There's the Wizard, finally dropped at the river, but he didn't have that much elixir because it costs 5. So since he popped the Skeleton King ability, I was like, yeah, you know what? You have no ability to support that any longer. And we're dropping this cannon cart Skeleton King counter at the bridge. It is hilarious how he gets no value with that Bomber Evolution, and the ranked 69 player in the world wasn't even allowed to play the game against us. When we've got Cannoneer, Ice Wizard, and Cannon Cart with a Mortar to pull the Golem, there's no way you're breaking through. Dude's Golem was dead on arrival, and it completely crumbled in the face of our defense. And after reducing Golem to rubble, we pushed up to 6,100 in the world without too much trouble. We got a game against someone that's got the disinterested Goblin banner, and hopefully we can make him even more annoyed and less interested in the game, so he just kind of leaves and doesn't decide to play any longer. All right, so Inferno Dragon will get captivated by the bats. Really fast fingers out here. Mobile gaming athlete reflexes for us. Unfortunately, I reflexively was so excited when we were able to shut that down, and then he removed it with a small spell. So not great, not great. All right, let's go for Skeleton King in the right, because he's definitely going to be able to kill the Spear Goblins. He's going to have Princess Tower after all. He's not going to have Cannoneer. We're still piling on a lot of pressure, though. That is hundreds of damage. Wait, that was a lot from just simple 3 Spear Goblins. What the heck? All right, let's go Ice Wizard up top, and then let's go in for a Mortar to go and pull the balloon as far as possible. And then we can get bats down as well. Since we have Ice Wizard and we've got Mortar pulling, and then we also end up having the Mortar getting some value on top of the Miner to finish it off faster, so then our Cannoneer could go and target the balloon. We're not taking too much damage here. I do want to go Skeleton King here because obviously the Mega Minion is an entirely different story. I think that would have been like 3 Mega Minion swipes on my tower. That would have probably won him the game instantaneously, so I'm glad that that didn't happen. Also, fortunately for us, we match into someone with Goblin Cage Evolution because that card is trash into bait. It is so unbelievably bad into Goblin Cage. So I'm happy about that. Wow, I cannot believe that he would be playing that. I guess he's running Princess Tower to combat bait, and then the Goblin Cage Evolution to beat all the P.E.K.K.A and Mega Knight evolutions in the game. I think that's his strategy here, so it does make sense a little bit. Anyway, we're going to go for a Mortar up to the side, and we're going to get ready, because even if you Fireball, we end up having Fireball bait with the Ice Wizard afterward. The Mortar Evolution locking onto the tower is magical, and we're ready to mystify my man with the skeletons. The Skeleton King possibly here too. We'll see. we have a bombardment of sauce. So obviously we want to go in for a miner here and then go in for bats and then hopefully go in and force out the small spell so we can Skeleton King ability. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Waste your Evo Zap like that, brother. He had to go in for a miner on defense as well. That's how shook my dude was. Okay, he's going to go in for a balloon, so we have to get ready. Going to go in for our mortar here. It pulls every single time. However, the only thing that is a bit of a downside is the fact that he's also going to go for Mega Minion prediction. So phenomenal gameplay from our opponent. He's not a bad player. I got to go in for bats here, and I think we're going to swarm that just in time. Woo! That was close, man. That was crazy close. All right, are you going to go for Ice Gold or nah? Inferno Dragon on the 2 bats. I take that. I take that all day, all day. All right, let's go for a mortar here. Ice Wizard off to the side. Goblin Gang as soon as we possibly can. Maybe get him to go for a zap on the Spear Goblins. If he does, that would be awesome. Yep, he did. So then we can go bats for free. And then he loses the Inferno Dragon here too. And we can go for Skeleton King afterward and then go for a miner. So we're viciously piling on the pressure. Even if he... Oh, wait, do we get an ability? It trolled. It trolled. It pulled a skeleton instead of the Skeleton King. Yo, that was sick. That was literally legendary that worked so well. Oh my gosh, if we can shut down the miner, because he's going to Evo Zap on the wrong thing, I think we might be able to win the game with this mortar. He has to fireball in the mortar, and he does. Dang it. What a good player. He hit everything there with the fireball and my tower. That was vicious, my guy. Smart player, smart player. All right, we have the Skeleton King early and then get a 3-card cycle rolling, I think. We're also going to go in for a mortar, which is a bit aggro, but it is the necessary play. I need to go in for a Goblin Gang here. He's going to zap, but I think he zaps on the Goblin Gang and can't hit the bats. We're going to pop the ability if I can. Didn't get the ability down. Oh my gosh, do I have any ability to win here? I need my elixir back. I need my elixir back. We're going in for a mortar so that he has to defend this because the Ice Golem's going to get too close. But if he defends the mortar, then he has nothing for the miner afterward. He's zapping on me. Wait. Can we kill that? Yeah, let's go. That was one of the most clutch wins ever against a phenomenal player that somehow snagged all of our important units with a single fireball. This guy's decision-making and mechanics were off the chart. It was an honor to play against him and beat him. Yo, A6. Hey, I use those for tennis. So hopefully we're going to go and play a game, a long rally, a really fierce battle. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if we can serve up some aces against our Sir. Definitely want to be using our Skeleton King ability if we can actually conjure it in the right way. Conjure. I don't know how to say it, guys. We don't know words. We don't have a vocabulary here, guys. Anyway, we're going to go bats, and we do have a good answer here. Oh, man, that voice crack was so scrumptious. I hope you guys heard that. Anyway, we're going to pop a Skeleton King ability whenever we can. Definitely want to have our bats die here, and he does fulfill our wish. He is the genie that we always wanted to see. Okay, we're going to go in for arrows because we need to, not because I want to. And then definitely going to go and pop our Skeleton King ability with a Goblin Gang simultaneously. Because if we get a Goblin Gang down on the right side and then he doesn't have elixir for the Skeleton King ability, it should be a win for us then. So I'm hoping that's what happens. Please let me give value. Give me value or give me death. Okay, Skeleton King is putting in work. Even though it's not on the map, we are still giving our opponent the clap. Look at those skeletons. It's only 3 of them. Get trolled, my dude. Get trolled and rolled. That is awesome. If you guys ever match into a Skeleton King and then the ability is all but over, but there's just like a couple left hitting your tower, it is one of the most annoying things in the game. So yeah, I've definitely already won this match. We'll jump on to the next one. We're going to defend a couple times against recruits, but this is a cleanup. With our great wall of mortar and cannon cart, we have boxed this man in with hopefully no way for him to win, unless both of those splash onto my tower and deal 1 million damage, but I don't think so. Okay, cool. I was like, I kind of trolled. I literally threw all my buildings in the middle for a cool clip, and maybe we could have done an edit with it. And then I was like, wait, I have no buildings left over, and wall breakers are on my left side. So we trolled ourselves, but we still won. Maybe it was tactical bad manners, saying that we didn't even need our buildings, and everything was calculated to the point that we knew we would survive at 200 HP. Essentially what I'm saying is completely calculated to a T. All right, we got a game against the Heralds. I have no idea what that means or who this guy is, but I'm ready for it. This guy seems pretty mysterious. He's not cycling anything either, so I still have to figure out what you're gonna do, Kazan. All right, we're gonna go in for a miner. Oh, he's not very mysterious anymore. He's either running Elixir Golem or Golem as soon as we see the Night Witch. I guess Giant Graveyard is also a possible play, but I hope not. Oh, come on. You're gonna be that guy. You're gonna be that guy, my dude. Oh my goodness. So I have to arrows here. This is really bad. If The cannon cart's able to devour this. We're in an okay position, but not amazing. I guess the Ice Wizard is fantastic on defense here. Wow. I have been sleeping on Ice Wizard for too long. He's been stuck in his iceberg, and when he's been released, he's the avatar that saves us. Somehow, some way, he shut down that entire giant graveyard push basically by himself. Sure, the cannon cart was there as a helper, but it didn't do near as much as the Ice Wizard, slowing down the giant, shutting down the bats, and then stopping everything so the cannoneer could do extra damage. Also, we're going to go Skeleton King before we go for the Ice Wizard, because if we go in for the Skeleton King first, we can collect more souls for the King ability. Then we're going to go in for a Miner here, slow down the tower, ideally with this Ice Wizard, and then pop the Skeleton King ability as soon as we can. I want to do it now. Yeah, I think this is an okay play. I can also... Probably arrows here? I think this is an okay play as well. We're able to pile on more pressure and pop that Night Witch. Yeah, let's go. No graveyard potential for you. At least not for a little bit. I'm going to go Mortar, and then if he decides to apply more pressure, we have Bats. We also have Ice Wizard and Goblin Gang. I think Goblin Gang directly on the Giant as fast as possible is our best possible play. And then, like, just seeing what he does after, because if he loses the Giant quickly, it could be hilarious. Oh, the Bats are going to overheal. They're going to overheal against the Giant, and then we can go in for an Ice Wizard with him as well. Or maybe our Bats just win. Bats said, nah, I'd win in the face of his Bats. Our bets are better, stronger, faster, thicker. And, wait, they didn't even die to the zap. They didn't even die to the zap. This is hilarious, my guy. You're losing to 2 elixir. This is the power of evolutions. They're pretty overpowered, not going to lie. We'll take that, though. All right, we're going to go Ice Wizard here. Slow that down a little bit. Go Mortar in the other side. Fully anticipate our opponent to go Giant and Bomber. So if he goes Bomber, we're going to go for a Miner on it. He's going to Bomber there. We're going to make a prediction. Didn't really work out as planned, but it still worked out okay. Bomber splashing on my tower is not what we wanted to see. He's probably going to have to go for his arrows directly on both of these things, and he's not. That's good. That's really good. He's going to Evo Zap now. Sick, man. We take those. If we're able to sprawl a Goblin Gang into a cannon cart, then we're able to push the cannon cart significantly quicker. So that's ideally what we get to happen here. Did not do what we wanted it to do, but it still put in some semblance of work. We're going to arrows here to finish off the Bats. And then we're going to get 1 Spear Goblin on the tower, which is not near enough. We want more than that. We need more than that. Actually, correction. We need more than that. We'll pop a Skeleton King, and then we're also going to go for our Bats here and go Goblin Gang a little bit as well. This is really risky because he's going to arrows, but he doesn't hit everything, does he? No, he does. No, he does. He says, nah, I'd hit. Okay, how do we win this? What is our strat? I think we pop Skeleton King ability, go Miner, and then possibly get value with a Goblin Gang afterward and the other side, because we need him to spend his spells probably asynchronously. We need him to go in for the other one on the right side a lot later and stagger it. The Miner put in so much damage, though, so we'll take that. All right, let's go Cannon Cart. Let's go Bats. Let's go Miner again. Let's just keep up the pressure because we know the Cannoneer will be able to kill the Bomber without any damage whatsoever. And then if we Skeleton King, we can get the Bats on the right side to give us even more value. If we get to pop that, we might be able to pop off with a win. We're going to arrows here immediately, go in for the Skeleton King ability on the tower, and then go Ice Wizard afterward. Evo, Zap, arrows. He's dropping it all. Let's freaking go, baby. All right, we're going to keep up the pressure. We need it. We need more value. We need more damage. We're going to go Cannon Cart again. We're going to go Bats directly on the Dark Prince, and then we're going to Miner with the Bats, because I think the Bats will survive a Zap. They can just get a little bit more Zap value. Nah, that sucked. That was not it. All right, we're going to eat most of the Bats and then go Goblin Gang afterward. I think this is going to be okay, because he's probably not going to Zap it. We're going to go Cannon Cart as well. We're going to go Bats here. We're hustling and bustling, and hopefully we can blow his house down. It's not looking fantastic anymore for us anymore. If we can't go for a Goblin Gang, I don't know. It's looking really rough because there's no doubt that Dark Prince is going to hit me. Oh, it didn't. Wait, we're chilling. I got to go Ice Wizard on defense here. A Miner on the tower. He's going to go Zap, so I need to get Ice Wizard to clean up the skeletons that are sprawling. I'm going to arrows here as well. We can go for Bats on offense. And I think we barely beat a giant graveyard deck despite us running bait. That is an insane win, because if you match into someone with this amount of pressure, they end up having Zap Evolution, Evo Bomber, arrows, and Dark Prince, and you win with just bait cards. That's unbelievable. But that's what you can do with this deck if you play it semi-competently. You slyly sprawl your bait cards on both sides until you put your opponent in a perplexed state where they can't escape their fate. Also, Ice Wizard on defense in that matchup was the MVP for sure. It finally made the Night Witch Bats manageable. So our games have been polar opposites today, either extremely long or super short. So we'll see what this category of game will be. 333. All right, well, 333 Spartans. You're pecking in the back and you're ready to charge, man. I feel like You're a pretty aggressive individual, if I do say so myself. Anyway, we wanted to match into P.E.K.K.A when we've got Cannoneer and Cannon Cart, and then great ways of countering you, so I'm totally here for it. Generally, this is one of those matchups that you wouldn't want to play against in Clash Royale, but with our particular deck, it is very easy to match into and beat as long as you play semi-competently. So we're going to sprawl together a miner here and then go in for a Skeleton King ability depending on what happens. Oh yeah, we're definitely popping it. Before it dies, 100%. I wonder if he loses the guards here. Are we surrounding the guards with skeletons? Let's go. We've got the superior skeletons forcing out a void. It is unavoidable for this guy to take negative elixir trades all day long. You know what? That's what you get for going P.E.K.K.A in the back first play. It's actually a phenomenal tactic for our opponent to go P.E.K.K.A in the back because he gets the evolution and the evolution's overpowered. But in a pragmatic position, it's winning for us. It's working for us to get him to do bad things like that. And it's getting a little bit worse for him as well because he took more damage and now he's going to get put in a position where he's going to take more damage from the mortar. He'll probably go in for a wizard and not want to go for his P.E.K.K.A evolution. That's at least what we're hoping for. I'm going to go guards. That's fine as well. I can go bats. And unfortunately, there's no Cannoneer. So I would go for Skeleton King ability and then go in for some more stuff. But I literally can't afford to do that right now. I think we're going to go in for a miner and then Goblin Gang. Please wizard later. Please wizard later. Oh, that's even better. You have no elixir for the wizard. What are you going to do? You just lose? No, I'd win, said the Goblin Gang. As long as we defend against this P.E.K.K.A, we win. Like, it was a garbage play, man. You can't go for the P.E.K.K.A evolution. I know you were trigger happy with the P.E.K.K.A evolution, but that's not the way that the game works, brother, man. All right, so we're going to have to go in for our bats a little bit higher and say hello to value. Maybe we're screwed, actually, because that's a lot of elixir. There's a lot of stuff coming at me. Wait. No, we're fine. We're fine. Guys, it's all calculated all the time. Trust. Trust is a must. We will thrust a mortar evolution in our opponent's face. This is what we're talking about. So, not super scary yet. It will be scary in a second, though, for him, hopefully. Okay, we will be able to go and pop the ability with arrows, and then go Goblin Gang here with the Cannon Cart, hopefully. Yeah, that's awesome, because the wizard should die to a Goblin Gang, which doesn't happen very often. Electric Spirit was a waste, and then we can go bats. I think the bats might lock onto the tower here, or is it just like one bat? No, it's two! We are tangoing with two! I genuinely don't think that P.E.K.K.A evolution should be that strong that he's able to take the tower there, but it is the most overpowered card in the game, so sometimes that stuff does happen. Sometimes it do be that way. All right, we're going to go for a Cannon Cart here, and then also a Ice Wizard, and we're fine. We're totally chilling. Then go Goblin Gang directly on the P.E.K.K.A, which is not ideal, but it will work out, hopefully. As long as his P.E.K.K.A dies, we're chilling. Pop the Skeleton King ability. P.E.K.K.A will eventually die to this, right? There's no way. There's no way. It's healing forever. It doesn't want to die. It's like, Jake, I'm immortal and I'm in your space. It's fun beating the overpowered cards, but I don't know if we're going to win this one, actually. I'm hoping. I'm going to go Goblin Gang in the middle with the miner tanking, because he'll probably P.E.K.K.A, and he does. Is the Goblin Gang going to lock on the tower? Yeah, get finesse, bro. Get finessed out here. Yes, sir. We got him. That was a lot of value. All right, if we Ice Wizard, he's going to have Void, so I think that's the right play. Let's go for a Bats here. Cannon Cart in the middle, because he's definitely going to go drop Wizard, and he doesn't have Elixir into the Cannon Cart then. Oh, get finessed. I knew he was going to do that, because this is how these people play. They legitimately have a flow chart that they follow in their brain of when to go all in. And if you read it once, they'll be flowing out of the game with a loss. I'm convinced that P.E.K.K.A players are so dependent on their overpowered evolution that whenever they're forced to think, they say, nah, I won't, and do the most predictable play possible. Freeze the like button if you enjoyed the video, subscribe for more daily content, and have an amazing rest of your day.